And hello, folks. How are you doing? Welcome to Swarm Sunday, Star Trek Fleet Command. Here we are. Just letting folks know we're live, checking sound. Making sure the music is in a good spot. There we are. Got my coffee ready. I hope you're ready. I got my Star Trek. We got a live broadcast. And the server just reset. So let's start by looking at, yes, that's fine. Yep, but let's collect our winnings. Ranked 4th in the Mega Cubes. We pushed hard. We were first on day 1, but of course it's not day 1 that where you get the rewards. It's it's all the other days. So. All right, so some. Yes, we want to look at, you know what we're looking at. What's our events besides Swarm Sunday and Anomalous Phenomenon? There's Anomalous. Oh, there's a faction hunt. Okay. That from behind, of course, Anomalous, and some regular faction hunts. Lots of things we can be grinding today, then. All right, and let's make sure I've got my sound checking continuing, so I can be aware of what. So daily events, time to join those. Gotten raided a couple times recently, so I am low on resources. I should probably do some raiding of my own. Right now, doing more of my events and dailies and things like that. So again, one of the best things, best ways to move through these, in my opinion, of course, you want to do your complete Swarm Sunday and your Anomalous Phenomena. We are on the PC app that we've had access to for about a week, so there's a few things that are janky and a little weird. So you know, but it does perform and run pretty well. So I'm preferring it, but sometimes you'll see stuff. But what I like to try to do is figure out what I can do that's related. Hello. Hello. I can't see your name in the chat. I trying to stream on occasion on YouTube and not just Twitch. So try to give like a weekly stream on YouTube. And so this morning we announced yesterday that we were going to try that over here. So we'll be on Twitch later, but trying to do at least a bit of it on here for all the folks who you know, who follow some of the content on my Star Trek Fleet Command content here on YouTube directly. Getting people back and forth to Twitch and YouTube isn't always the easiest. Thank you for coming over from there. So trying that. Oh, that looks like oh, I think I know. Is that info? Based on the icon there. Not telling me your name, so. Cool to have. Cool to have you here anyway. Well, I will be on Twitch later today, but we were going to start off with a bit of live streaming Star Trek over here. Yeah, okay. I thought when I saw that, yeah, definitely feel free to hide your name. I don't blame you, or create an alter account. I think that's how I ended up with my Lay Rooster account in the first place, so that I could comment openly in YouTube streams. And one last thing to look at over here, so as we get in the faction hunt, was do I have anything that I can upgrade? Like Saladin's done. I don't have an Intrepid, and nor Enterprise and all that. So there's nothing to tear up there. Under the Romulan side, Fortis is done. My Burrell's not done, but I require stuff for it. And then it's just beat up on stuff. Beat on the brats. So we'll be doing plenty of that. Check. We have... Okay, it's not the button I thought I pressed at all. But let's refine. But happy Sunday, Info, and anyone else who's on. I hope you guys are doing well, and appreciate you being here. That sometimes I do these on Twitch and then port over parts of them into videos onto YouTube. I also wanted to, trying to do some YouTube streaming. It's just been something I've been dipping my toe into and enjoying some. I just want to get folks aware and out there. Hades is frustrating you. Losing at the final boss. Yeah. Oh, good luck. Sorry, nothing like those frustrating games with that frustration mechanic. Let's see. Okay, none of these are ready. So. Yes. Okay, in the refinery, what I did want to check was my Borg probe. All right, I have enough for a day. As you can see, well, we'll use this. Let's see. Let's find our Pike Moreau situation. Okay, there is our swarming. So pull off the extra people, rebuild this. We have the technology. There we go. Let's start with health. Okay, one thing, and again, I really hate this about Scopely's game. This is Ship C, and I'll never remember that when I go into it, and then it tells me who is on Ship C that I pulled off when you do that refresh, and I can't stand it because it makes me think they're on another ship unless I exit out and go look. So please don't do that. Please don't do that anymore. Very not good. Very not helpful. Get Gorkon in case we end up using him. There we go. Alright, so this ship is ready. Yes, I find it rather disruptive to the whole gameplay thing. It already takes too long to find officers and switch them around, which, by the way, officer loadouts, I believe you mentioned in the roadmap. Get on it. Faster you do it, better you'll stop being hated for those problems. Hey, Daddy Wharf, hello. Go. Let's see here. All right, so we also need to do our anomalous phenomenon. These are not, might work. One question with the discovery is typically if we can just hop to get our things done. I couldn't last week. Let's see. Sometimes it is travel. Yes, if we do the instant warp, we can just bounce around to get our points with this one. So nice thing about that. That does make it kind of easy. So let's. Yes, I will jump. We know we'll need our swarming. Like I said, we had, I put this in here last night because I was planning to come back and do some stuff. I didn't end up doing some streaming or grinding. Coffee, but always need the stuff, so. Okay, here. I think we're set. I don't even think we've been here before. In order just to keep us from having to do repairs and things where possible. Let's see. But again, like I said, we need a Borg probe daily. Scopely, that's what we need. Possibly paying out in some dilithium types of tokens or something. But some of what we thought we were getting when the Vidar came out, and I like this. I want to have a good reason to farm. I mean, there are good reasons to farm, but I would like to have something that contributes to the dailies. That way, all your farming is not for naught. Same thing with the Stella. I would like to see that where killing some exchange hostiles, killing some Borg probes has some daily options for daily completion. So, see where we are on this event. Only 100 points. Let's just go kill a little bit. And we'll kind of go on over. Hope you're enjoying the music as well. Glad that we can have some music that is safe to play here on this video. Welcome, folks. I'm trying to stay abreast of chat. Happy Sunday. And seeing how quickly things show up in the chat, because I may have to. That's a little weird on YouTube, to tell you the truth. Some delays. There's some problems. So. Hopefully they'll get it better. Twitch seems to be the preferred streaming site, but YouTube has its positives too, so. And I love both of the communities, honestly, so. Boosting towards streaming, make it better for streamers, more stuff. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and going over. I'm using different technology for this as well than I usually do on the Twitch side. And Appreciate us getting to hang out while we do this. A little bit of... We hit it yet? There we did. Let's just recall him. So I believe, unless I... No, all... Okay, good. All milestones are completed on that, which is perfect. And it's just took a little bit of hitting. We got some items here. Let's open them. You know, typically we wait till 50. Some of that superstition that is shared by, I think, everyone in the servers. Centurion, huh? Some probes. But I know it is generally believed that you get more, you get a better RNG pull from the larger amounts. I don't know if that's actually true, but I know that that is the shared superstition that we all tend to buy into. What is the saying? I'm not superstitious, but I am stitious. Something like that. And there's that. I think that's just a Scopely game error, not the app. Forget which arc that bug was introduced, but Swarm is has come in. I wanted to save my away team missions in case there was an event that wanted us to have completed one. I mean, there's a daily, but you know, something in the new events. So often sit on them unless I'm eager for the officers to come back. I am liking these ones, tactical simulator and the low orbit flyby that have the axionic chips. Okay, got a few points. The faction hunt, I'll be grinding we'll do a whole bunch of grinding of the higher end hostiles, higher end for my level at least, you know, because of the points, so like 38s to 40s, that kind of thing. Usually 39s and 40s being my preferred, because those are what feed my dailies. But once I get done with that, then the 38s are actually a little easier and get the same point. Right. But who else? Anyone else using the new PC app for STFC? I believe the message I got when I got emailed the access was, I wish it was, we've seen all your great content, Lay Rooster, and we really want to make sure you're representing our game. But that was not what actually was said. It was more of, you subscribe to our newsletter. Why don't you log in to this early? So, a bit of a difference. One day they may recognize me as actually creating content for the game. Write your congressman or your Scopely people. Say, Lay Rooster makes regular content for this game. Anyway, promote my videos, like them, watch them, subscribe. That'll help. This is my baby Vidar that we're grinding on right now. Okay, this ship's gonna be going. I can see the Discovery is making it back slowly, and then we'll get that one repairing. It'll be in time to repair this Vidar. We'll grind on the Swarm, and of course, we have more stuff to do because we have faction hunting going on. I'm glad that Anomalous was already done. That should have unlocked. There we go. Now we can do a big pull here. And I believe I have some officers to open too, so we'll be doing that on stream. I'll do that when we have a flight delay. Yeah, 4 minutes, perfect. So that's done. So we can test out the new 5 of 10 as hostile crewing. We can see how she does. We'll look at that in a minute. But let's just destroy this so we get some stuff. What do we got? We're 22,000. Not a lot, but again, this is the secondary Vidar. More about having that in case I want to grind a lot when we're doing Borg events. Or to eventually have them for kind of, you know, PvP stuff. So let's say do make a nice pest of a ship that's pretty easy and cheap to repair. And they can grind in faction hunt and things like that. So I have used them there in lower levels to grind. Okay, so repair. Try to let the helps be helpful during this time. So that's part of what we're doing. So we have our swarm ship over there, and let's just get our officers set up. So Varel seems to have a new look in here. It didn't look, maybe, oh, I guess it's just there's such a shadow. Look how dark it looks over here. Then on this side. But I like this ship. And okay, so it's ready to go. We'll start with Groombridge. One of the things we have to remember with this is only hit the 39s over there. It seems like the ship goes. I can go to Wolf and hit the 40s and all that. But I've had some unplanned deaths in Groombridge with the 40s and 41s. They look the same, but they don't hit the same. So now let's look at this one and okay. So already at health. Oh, she's doing that. Her ability, we're gonna test her out. Armor and dodge, 800% total health. So boosting health is probably going to help us more than anything here, even if we go way crazy. Crazy, I tell you. There we go, because that's going to boost everything else through roundaboutness. Okay. So, and we're boosting the health and the attack, and I haven't tried this one. Let's just see. My shield is also, I have a timer on it because it's going. Let's see. Let's look. We were talking, some of the folks who are normally in our stream, we were talking about where you go, and I think Gervank, I don't think you see it right now, but we were talking about going to Prestant and Terminus. Seems to be repeating. So this one we could do these, but I think I have trouble saying this term. Oh, term. Oh, there it is. Terminimurus. This seems like a murmur, something like that. So I think this one was a little bit, yes, because we've got battleships, which the Saladin would, in theory, be decently equipped. So we'll test that officer setup. And I had not fought hostiles here before, so we'll check that out. And while those guys are flying, we can get some swarming. Find some swarms. Head to some place where the swarms aren't being hit. Speaking of which, so I usually just try to move. I don't know about you. I get, do you have special spots in some of these areas where you like to go? I know creatures of habit. I do. Finally got one. I usually come over, and I like to share. Well, I don't like to share. I would like to have the whole place to myself, but that rarely happens, and definitely doesn't happen on Storm Sundays. I'm usually happy to sit near one or two nodes and share if I have to with somebody else when it's too busy. But here on the live stream on YouTube and saved as recording for all posterity, we look to see who needs shaming for being unable to share when that situation comes up. Surprisingly, there are plenty of people that we find. Sometimes we find some people who think they're teaching you how to share, and they just don't seem to be too objectively able to share. So we'll see what we get. Forums are a good place for that, in my opinion. Keep hitting help. Even though I don't play, I won't be of any benefit to you. No problem. Info, I appreciate you hanging out. We're doing the Star Trek Fleet Command in the morning, and then we'll be going over to some like MFR, Marvel Strike Force, Marvel Future Revolution stuff on Twitch. A little bit. It's kind of starting the morning with our coffee and YouTube stream. Probably gonna limit. I did a YouTube stream on Friday, live stream, and I did it on the Marvel Strike Force blog. So if you're looking for it, go check that out, because I was doing blog videos, but instead I decided I wanted to start doing live stream and go over the blog, and then hopefully people can come in, but it's already available for review on YouTube as well. So I'm planning to repeat that. And then I rolled right into Cocktail Stream on Twitch right after that, so. But I'm kind of, trying out a few different things since trying to have a presence on both Twitch and YouTube. So check it out later. After this stream, I'll have the link to my Twitch stream down below. You can look for me. I'm Lay Rooster, but I'm Lay_Rooster on Twitch. I'm glad to have you, Info, and the others that are here as well. Just checking us out, providing some support. It all really helps. Watching helps. Liking, subscribing helps a ton. So, where we're at. Need that gas. I want to get that Bortus up, and I'm getting close. I have one. I can tier the Bortus, but I need a few hundred uncommon gas. That's really the bottleneck. I used to need 1,000, so I'm happy to be moving in the right direction. At this point, it is like 300 or something, so I'll have to see. Sometimes I use it for a building. It would be nice to tier the Burrell. I think I said Bortus, but I meant Burrell. If I can tier up the Burrell during a faction event. Not a Hades mistake. You're gonna be our Hades representative. Certainly for sure. Sounds like that game makes you fight a whole lot of competitive stuff. Sounds like it's easy to make some mistakes or sidesteps. Here. So far, we're getting to grind away. Sorry for that. That was a footstool that flipped over, and now it's going to make a lot of noise as I try to get it back. Boom. Let's see what that. I'll catch that on the sound. Maybe the noise gate caught it. I doubt it. Certain buffs you can get. Noise gate did not remove that. playing with the microphone settings on here. They're not as good as and as robust as the settings I have on my other stream. So I apologize for that, but I fiddled with them as much as I could before going live today. Get them. Wow. My superimposed chat showed up first before the other. After 3 fights, your special AFK will do 1.5 damage. But for those 3 fights, you take 50%. One of those fights. Oh, it's about. So you have to like really plan that out. It sounds like. I have not looked at that game. I know I've heard about it recently, but I've just been so busy with the games that I do play and with the stuff that we're creating content for. It's it's plenty of stuff. Trying to make sure I get in and play. I really want to kind of play a good bit of Marvel Future Revolution, in addition to Star Trek and Marvel Strike Force. And then we're doing New World, which, just waiting for it to come back out. Gonna be some open betas. I have another video that I was gonna make on New World stuff for tips and tricks, early beginner stuff. I have some content that I saved and kind of put together, and I have to provide the commentary and everything. I might work on that today. But otherwise, I hope y'all's Sundays are going great. You have plenty of coffee or tea. Mr. Rooster made a nice little breakfast for us, and I was able to enjoy that right before the stream started. Didn't want to be eating on stream. Yeah, I may have my first option to share if the person wants to sidle in for the sharing. No. I announce a sharing initiative by sidling up to the node. Sorry, info. Painful. Then I get there, and then eventually I have to work my way into the rotation. Usually when you see that double active kind of pairing, either I see it, I start giving out the share as the every other. But you do have to come right next to the node with me so they know you're trying to share. If you have other ways of kind of signaling that, let me know in chat below. Here, ships made it. This one is... seems... Alright, what's our kill rate here? Oh, we already did the 35. Because I'm like, our hull seems low. I guess I collected it and didn't realize that I got the 25 first already. I think I killed like 41 yesterday. It crept up to 41. That might have just been, maybe I got one that was damaged and I didn't realize it or something. But I want to check and see how far we go the hull. Now chat can start betting, looking at my whole, how many more swarms will I get before we blow up? None, 1, or 2, or something crazy like 3. Find out. There's 1. Okay. Here. Oh, I made 2. And all right, so we made 2. So now I like to check. So we're at max helps, so thank you. Importance of pressing that help button. So we'll speed this up. I don't like to overspeed it, so except occasionally with like a 1 minute type of thing. Just a few, so we can start repairing that for just a little bit. This ship we are going to move over to Fortis. Give it some defense, or we'll best do that. Yes. And I think the main place that we don't have a faction fighter is in Romulan space. So remember, if it's Altania that has, yeah, we'll go to Altania. We'll slowly go to Altania with our slow tractor of death. There we go. Okay, so we've finished heroic. Got to get some more Klingon tokens so I can boost up Mara, get more transporter patterns. And I've been using her on away teams and things like that. Okay, let's see. We do have some officer pieces to open, so I thought might as well do that while some of this stuff is working. Get the Borg recruit thing, that's going to run out, so saving it on the off chance that we have an event. Let's see, come on, lucky pulls. Definitely will take her. I'm a little more meh on 2 of 10, but he will be useful. Alright. Now our discovery pieces here. I like that they have Spock in there. Get him. I need the good Giorgio. I got Ash Tyler. That's the not good Giorgio. Looks like we just had a blip on there, so got messages that we disconnected and reconnected, like I'm just looking at screen quality and different things like that. Okay now, so there we go. Carol. Grass. Love it. The pring is okay. Dang, fuck. rocket heads. 7 to 10, I am using those guys. Hey, old mud or original mud. I got a cough here a second. Sorry about that. Making sure that was working. Cough button. Alright. Hey, the Latinum here on the pools for the standard recruits. Shout out to Rev Deuce, gave us that tip. I know he got it from someone else, but good. Sorry. There you go. We got a Barrett. All right. And I was saving my axionic chips again on the off chance that we have some interesting different event requirement. I've been building these up so that I can pull more when we have those events, unless I need them. I'm using them some. I don't, I think they are useful. I have found it useful on the exocomps to use them for like boosting my my warp speed when I need to repair and run to an armada that I'm trying to actually get to that I'm not going to make. So that's been cool. I just find them particularly what should I say? I think they're very persnickety, and I don't really appreciate that part. It'd be nice to have them kick in. If you hit a warp speed, well, you have a ship in warp, or have a ship out of dock. Let it go. Beat it up, or with battle stuff, or anything when you go into increased building or research, that it only. I think if you're not careful, you probably go, oh, I have this really long research, and then you hit it, and like, oh, I better get it over with, and you're like, oh, I could have used an exocomp. And if we're dealing with the ones where it's been, you're like, well, now I have a week and a half before I need to remember to try to do that, and you might forget. Let's see, over here in Terminimurus. Alright, so should be able to hit some 39s, battleships. Hopefully. Hey, that looks decent. The hull looks like it's holding up as well. So state of the battleship, so we take advantage of the battle triangle here. This one is, we were crossing over for a battle. There it is. My alliance knows that I am not really a fan of faction hunt. Faction hunt gives decent rewards. I just find that there's it takes so much grinding typically to complete, especially if you want to complete all three of them. That it's kind of a commitment to not leave the game all day, and I think I resent that more than others. But I am happy when I have enough officer XP in order to level things up in the event that sure to come, soon after, things like that. On the other hand, I like hostile hunt, because there I can hit any hostile and slowly work at it, and I'll hit Borg probes, I'll hit Stella exchange armadas, because I usually need that stuff anyway. Even though it doesn't give that much, it does kind of chip away at it. I feel like it's progressing towards the event. And then of course I'll throw my bigger ships out and try to hit some of the big stuff to clean up, but also do your swarm. Your swarm contributes to it. So I definitely need the Klingon credits, so Faction Hunt will be a way to get them. Well, go back over here and look. We want to see where our helps are on the Franklin repair. We need more. Come on, die, hit that help button. It's kind of an orchestrated ballet of fighting hostiles in different sections. So, but we'll find out how it works. Thank you. Help. R. I keep hitting until once we run out of the easy pickings over here. I'll bop over to the next other section and kind of look at what we can kill there. So far, it hasn't been too difficult for me to find the targets I'm looking for versus the people in the system. I think we're looking for different things. Great. Okay, this one. I'll do that one and happy Sunday. Don't be a stranger in chat. Remember that you can change your... That's not... You can change your title so that you have a more anonymous chatting presence. Feel free to do that. Or do the incognito redacted thing. Info's doing that. Whatever works. Alright, and thoughts or questions? Want to give some feedback or questions about Star Trek Fleet Command? Well, as just recommendations for what you're seeing as well, feel free to chime on in. Much appreciated. And if you're watching this after the fact on the recording, go ahead and put those comments and stuff down in the comment section below. Helpful. I reply to all of the comments unless they're coming from trolls. So feel free. Still flying on. Some people are putting comments on some of the other videos from older times as well. Fine. It really helps. And helps with that algorithm, especially if you give us a like and put a comment on a video. It really boosts the algorithm, so YouTube tries to encourage people to watch it, which helps me develop the channel. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Here. There's a target. And as we're running there, back peek here to see what we got. We have our Bortus is in place now too. There's one. Let's select its hostile and Klingon. Okay. Go. Okay, so made it there. Let's see. Well, let's see. Yeah, he's going for it. Thought there was somebody else who wanted the same one. I have only one person who wants the ones I want. It seems like a blessing as it is. Yeah, let's look at that help button. Help, and then you're wondering why I usually skip that. Is because you can't get back to here to see it. Oh, and it's time to renew our shield. Go 39s. Now we hit. That's in Klingon. We need those Klingon credits. I need to be spending my Borg particles on that. Okay, so we still need the 39. Once the 39s drops, once we no longer need that, we can really go to town on the 38s, which are most likely the ones people don't want. I don't see any. Saladin is not as beefy health-wise as like a battleship or something. Oh, you're gonna beat me. Take your masterful ship and kill bigger things. Alright. Is the scroll piece. I do think they need to kind of fix that so that it is an easier scroll for us playing. And just kind of drag, click and drag, click and drag. It's a pain in the rear. Alright, checking over here. Kind of expecting one of these ships to get destroyed before we start invoking the Bortus, but I'm probably about to change my mind on. Anyway, let's go ahead and speed up this so we can. Come on. We'll start sending this in, and a little trick that is generally helpful is go into your email battle logs to when you died, or whatever. That's usually a pretty easy spot, and then you don't have to navigate through that, especially if you're having problems with the scrolling. I find that helps me a lot when you're rinsing and repeating in a system for hostiles. Go. And it's time to put a shield on. Big enough that I'll remember it eventually. Usually set some timers to remind me that I have a shield that's going to expire soon. But I've forgotten a couple times and fallen asleep lately and gotten raided as a result quickly. Work on that shield discipline, shield hygiene. Unpleasant scroll. Okay. Winter tick on Romulans. Over the Saladin, make sure something hasn't shown. Quick and easy. No. Going after the one that I found so far. Send the ship that way. A long cross, there's two of them. See somebody entering the screen. Let's put your betting money in your chat. Will I get all the way through? Get one? Get both? Will I get none? Crossing these systems can be long, and this is the Saladin, so it's the faster one. I hate it if I'm working on contested things like with the Bortus, or Truthfully, I mean, I expect to lose it when I'm with the Bortus, so I'm always surprised if I can even go a quarter of the quadrant. Like you can see that 35 is coming in now. Now there's 2 of these, so I'll probably get the other one if he gets that one. Boom! And I'll share. See? Sharing. There's one. Go. I feel like my Saladin needs a tune-up. I'm so used to it being faster or getting beaten when I'm in other ships by the interceptors. Maybe those are deep. Usually scrolled out far enough that I can't tell. What is it? Oh, doing the stutter dance. All right, let's see here. First time I came across that little movement, somebody was doing it by me, and I thought they were trying to taunt me, so I killed them. I since learned, so whoever you were, sorry. A long time ago. Nothing in here that I'm killing at the moment. Let's take a look at that Bortus. It's doing the same thing. Thank you guys for not killing me, but of course by now we all know one of those bugs that we come to expect. Yeah. Okay, so that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Let's see what happens. This is a slow. Look how fast he appears to be moving. Yeah. Still got 33 seconds before he actually closes that gap, so don't always trust the visuals. Hear me. Wonder what it looks like. You know, this 31's coming. He might not even. I may be much further away. You know, while he's gonna go take my target. I don't even know what the heck my shit's doing. Annoying. So the Bortus, we're gonna sit on a node and just because we're not gonna chase. Heck, come on, Scopely, fix your game. Have all of my little ships dancing around like idiots. So making it hard to even figure out what's going on. It looks like it's popular now. What about here? There's one. 2. Okay. Perhaps fix that game. There you go. I teleported there. Without the discovery. So it seems like these kind of hostile, you know, pathing, attack bugs and all that have just increased. So I would like them to Scopely put some more effort into actually fixing some of that stuff. It's already frustrating enough when you're grinding like crazy, and it's trying to figure out if you're getting to it versus the other person running to it, and if with all these things that can be a real pain. Or the bugged hostiles that are like in Wolf system. The hostiles are bugged on that come out of one node. I'm glad we could put some tunes in the background here as well. Stream. There's 39, so we're gonna. Well, the Saladin doesn't have too much life in it. What do we unlock here? Okay, we got 25 in general. So fed. Klingons are happy. Klingons don't need me to kill 39s anymore. Romulans definitely want me to keep killing 39. And so do the Federation, so still on the 39 kick for a little bit. Close with the Feds. It's a 39. Okay, and our swarm is ready. Hey, when your ships start dancing, usually means a restart for me. Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah. You know, we did have a blip. I mean, that's a fair thing. I think things appear to have sorted out. But if we see the dancing, let's go. I'll go ahead and restart while we're doing the stream too. We can just kind of see if that helps or not. App. You get close to something and click, you know, it brings it up when usually not. So thank you, JV. Welcome. And thanks for the tip. Thanks for saying hi in chat as well. Thought I was going to fall. That seems to be more of a problem in the app right now, because like if I just try to click much, oh look, it opened the banner. I was clicking here. So another thing to fix. All right. So I doubt this ship has. Nope. Look, that's why you check. And so far, ships are not dancing. And all right, hopping over on, we are doing Swarm Sunday, and our Swarmifier is here. We need, maybe the banner will tell us. We need 75 total kills. We need 34. And we're getting 40, at least 40 from our Franklin. So it's just one repair, 2 trips on the 32s. I've been doing those so we get the most frequency modulators, because I'm really trying to build that up, and I think I might even be able to upgrade to tier the Franklin. Trying to remember if there is a tier up your Franklin kind of component on an event that we can expect. Or if I mean, a lot of times it's kind of like, well, do you do it, or do you wait to help with the event, or do you just want to take advantage of it as soon as you can? For me, I mean, yeah, if we have hostile hunt or something. Peek on the Saladin because it's getting low, and I wouldn't mind it to be repairing once we've killed what we're gonna get. $39 to attempt. Let's see. Oh, there's another one closer. Go that one. Maybe we'll get both. We'll probably finish the hull here. We'll see. Let me know if it's what you think. All right, we're alive. Deliver a hull. Will it get parsed out more? Will we finish it? Looks like a death. All right. So now that one can be repairing. gonna park him by a spot like this one is. Oh, I'm scrolling. Give me some swarms. I have a tendency when I'm on here, I have a tendency to use this node or the node to the south of it as where I go. It's just kind of a creature habit thing. So I find myself in the other parts, I usually move over this way and then start making camp. Occasionally I'll find a spot down here or something if it's busy and that there's some unfarmed spots, you know. Try to get my little corner of the system and do my thing or share. Just sending a message. There we go. Press help. All of this grinding, there's bound to be plenty of people trying to get this stuff going. Okay, what do we get on the Alliance Unity? And we got our 50 swarm, and I think that completes our dailies. Not that I'm gonna kill all the swarms, and that's always good when we get, I mean, it's easy with a faction hunt or something. Working at those higher end hostiles just to focus on that. Kind of need some synergy between different events and tasks with your dailies, in my opinion, to make it more rewarding and easier. That way you're not worrying. You don't want to be doing all kinds of faction hunt. I remember this, I think, in the past, maybe at some point, and going, oh, I need to get some mining done to get to chip away at the dailies on top. But you know, you're using so many ships to try to do stuff. Yeah, you don't want to be in that situation, and they should try to make it so that if you're going to play the game for 2-3 hours today, that you don't have to worry about that. Maybe a share moment. Fine. I generally take the next one, a share, and then give him. And he might not. Let's look at his name. So he's on here. All right, there you are. So far, it. Oh, well, you were both up then. If you're on and that you were just trying to help, then that's a good one. But otherwise, it looked like bad sharing tech. So. And if you're in chat on server 34 and in the chat here with me, yeah, let me know. And we'll definitely probably be nicer to you than I will be to a stranger. So, not that I'm being particularly mean. No. Okay. 64 or 65. Either need 10 or 11 of these. I need some more coffee soon. Oh my god. Yeah, I wanted the Dar skin. I thought I was getting it, and I think somebody did get it through a glitch. But then the rest of us are looking, and we're like, no, I don't have it. I thought I had it. Be kind of a weird one, because unless that event comes back a lot, it's gonna be difficult or impossible to get that skin for free without paying for it. I would prefer to be able to grind it out or buy a partial skin pack, you know, for half of them, grind out half of them free, pay for the other, as opposed to having to pay for all of them while grinding some of them and then having leftovers. They had that kind of pricing with like the jellyfish, if you remember that from the lower levels. You could do the full or you could do a partial. I think that was a good thing because that really allowed you to choose to use some money if you saw fit, but didn't have to be all or none. Of course, they have that with the big ships, but it's like $100 for like a third of a ship or something. So at that point, it's just like one thing when it's like 20 bucks for a third of a ship, 100 bucks for a third of a ship. Yeah. So I think there's only certain offers that are really worth buying or considering, and then of course kind of depends. If you get caught up in the hype, then, and I have been, when you're in an auction event, which is they probably make so much money during those auction events, they'll make it hard because people are like, well, now I've got to spend. I know we're close on our swarm. Okay, was that it? Yes. There. See the faces? You're done. All right. So now we just need to destroy the ship on the last 3 or 4 or whatever we can get here. I'll be willing to give up my coveted farming spots. So the Borg event's over. We're on a faction hunt. How long does that last? Is that gonna be? Is that a 3-day thing? The faction hunt typically. I think that's the other problem I have with faction hunt is if I go ahead and grind them all out, you just start it over again the next 2 days. Yes, I can get more things, but it's like I'm already so tired. Maybe, you know, sometimes I just focus on doing one or whatever, but it just feel like I've spent too much time in Star Trek when I do that, and then I either don't have the time, or usually the time or the inclination to do that again. Usually feel like I don't want to play Star Trek for a while. Which I don't think is the way they want the game to feel. Okay, ship is done. Let's check our clear. Check our help situation here. 16 to 17. 17 to 17. Thank you. Let's speed that up. Okay. Going. Just had that moment after doing all these repairs, hoping I had not failed to sign up for the reputation events. Okay. Here. That part of Swarm Sunday is done in the anomalous event. Good. Appear to be no hostiles here, really? Alright. Over here. Seems to be a lot of people over near me. Let's attempt to go for that. Let's say, sure looks like a Saladin, but says it's an explorer. So that makes me wonder. Is there another one to target? There is. Back. The other gentleman may know. He wants the other ship, so that's cool. Okay, Saladin one. We had the Saladin one in the. Should be this one, right? Yep. Off to fly. Let's crawl. Let's find a place to land. Oh. Go back to our home place unless if we do or don't get this one. Feeling we weren't going to get it. Sit there. See if that Bordas can help us too, because I think we're close. Close for the feds. Let's see. Well, that runs slowly. I don't like to watch it too closely because I don't count on the Bordas catching things. So we need 2 more Klingons or Romulans on there, and then plenty of the Fed or Klingon ships. So maybe I'll get this one. Maybe. Whenever I see someone, when I'm not using the Bordas and someone using a battleship going after something for me, I'm like, well, you should kind of know that you're gonna lose most matches. So don't get too bent out of shape if when your slow ship doesn't beat other faster ships. I think that's part of the battle triangle as well. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is just gonna live there. These controls jumping out against my will or going away. It's kind of weird. I think that's part of the app, the new app. buggy stuff there. So is this guy going for that? 46. No, he's not going for that. He's just fine. Let's see. Maybe throw pawn. Yeah, if you get those fast guys on there, that'll certainly work if you want to speed it up. I agree completely. I think I try to weigh the. Usually, I try to do a kind of a patience game. It's like we're doing here, where I'm spread out amongst systems. If there's a lot of things, because I want to usually use like the most optimal hostile grinding, so I can grind the most in one hull before repair. Yes, this is the new PC version. So I've been testing it for about a week or so. And it's okay, but you know, it's got some jankiness to it. I mean, the game has some jankiness to it too. It's just some things aren't as perfect. But I agree, the fast pieces. So a lot of times I try to put myself in a situation where I can just, you know, if there's a lot of eager beavers running around in a system, I can just park my ship, go to another system like I've been doing here, and running around on some stuff, so that hopefully I'm killing some stuff, can kind of check back, because usually the eager beavers kind of finish up pretty quickly because they're kind of hoarding and or bullying, you know, and all that. They usually, you know, unless somebody comes in and kills them, you know, then they usually get out after they've kind of made it unpleasant for others, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, if I agree, those officer setups would be good. It's just, you know, I'm usually pushing like the Bortus, since the Bortus it's a 28 ship, and it's not as good. Darn, it's that one. It's not as good. I mean, it's a good workhorse, and I try to beef it up and have it do, but it's kind of pushing up or punching up, so to speak, on its hostiles, and it does it effectively with good officers. So if I negate some of that, sacrifice some of that for speed, I'm probably not going to get as many. But I haven't tried to do a comparison, you know, of how many kills I'm getting and the time and all that. But I agree, yeah, absolutely, those are useful, and especially useful in kind of some PvP situations too. So if we're in, and when we're in those special events where it matters, you know, even more, thinking about like the Rialta Rumbles, or that didn't end up being as hard, but sometimes you're getting in those places where people are just like crazy, like with the separatist elites and stuff. Sometimes it's very hard to get especially if you're going for the battle triangle that you need, or, you know, or some piece, and people are just all over it there. That might make some sense as well, to go with kind of a speed crew. I could see that too. That'll work. I see. Try to resize it a little bit for the next stream and all that, but click. Okay, so Klingons and Romulans for the feds are done. And now we just Federation or Klingons killed for the Romulans. So Romulans can go to 38. So here I'm in the system Minaltania. Well, they can also go to 37, but suddenly I'm opened up here. I believe that's what yeah, Feds and Klingons stay at the 39 pieces. But yeah, it's cutting off some of the edges on here on my OBS, so I'll have to look at that off stream to see kind of why that is. Probably just a rookie streaming mistakes. But got plenty of that stuff to work on. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me as well. Improve my abilities with the streaming tools and things like that. We're in Altonia, so I don't have to run it. All right. $39. Couple 39s if we're lucky here. See what we can get. This may be an ongoing process. I won't be completing all of Faction Hunt for 3 of them in one stream or anything like that. Like going back. At this point, I think it makes more sense once you clear the daily requirement. You're like, yes, yeah, I've been locked for a little while, 6 months or something like that. So they're all locked, which makes it a lot easier. Makes it easier to hit those dailies, and all that. I could have locked a lot sooner, and I kind of didn't look around for that. So, you know, encourage you to check where you are, whoever you are looking. If you're dual locking, dual factioning, look at what you can do to push to lock, so you can then work on getting them all locked. It does make it nice to be able to send those ships out where you want and get to them, bounce back and forth. That's certainly not as easy if you got chasers on your tail. I'll hit this 30. I don't have a 38. But yeah, that's been joy. Again, it just gives you so many more options for, you know, like if you're going mining and all that, just for hitting your dailies and all that. That's why I'm like, you know, let's get some Borg and Stella ones out here, giving us more and more options. It makes people fight over stuff less, which, I mean, yeah, it's game's got plenty of PvP, but kind of like when we didn't have enough mining nodes. Yeah, it's a PvP game, you know, we can go fighting for it, but at the same time, if you have more than enough, then people stop being such jerks, and you know, you can fight about something maybe that matters more, like EPing and, you know, things like that. I don't know. Something on my glasses that I keep trying to get cleared. Sorry there, chat. Darn. Over here is a spawn point. There's 1, 2. 2. That guy's probably going for that one. So I'll go for this one. Then I'll head to that one if he doesn't hit it, but I think he's going to hit it. Yep. If you have a problem not all the dailies not showing up, I've been doing stuff like clearing the swarms and thought I was all done because they weren't showing up. I have not had that today. We had that recently after one of the updates. where like everyone in my alliance was complaining of some of the same thing. It wasn't, they were showing in the list, but they weren't, we weren't getting credit. There was that. But I haven't had them, I'm trying to think if I've had them not show up. Not very often. So if I catch it like that, then I'm going to do a, you know, a restart and everything and hope. So it sounds like it might be slightly different, because if you're not getting it to even show up as a task, then that's more, you know, more worrying. I'd be like resetting and hoping it's showing up, but it was not showing up here. One thing. Whereas before, the problem I was talking about, we'd have like this Romulan champion, but you'd go kill 2 or 3 and the number wouldn't go up. And then there was like some kind of large delay. It fixed itself. I said I'm not gonna grind anymore till I know I'm getting credit. You know, so I either went and did something else. I think it's part of what I did, but like with some of the Armada events can be a little difficult. People are sometimes people are, there's not a lot of coordination and people are not inclined to share. That doesn't, you know, sometimes I'll just say, you know, I'm going to do this later. You know, you give it 2 hours and come back to that part of the task when there's just less of that eager beaverness that sometimes brings out the worst in others. So. That's more of a player personality thing. We all get excited. It will show later, maybe after restart. I thought it might be because I cleared others out of the list. I don't know. I haven't had that particular problem. I haven't had it on the PC app or on like the on iOS. I don't know on BlueStacks. I haven't paid enough attention to know if you know, if from a BlueStacks perspective. Where are we on this? 2 more. Hopefully 1 more after this. I'm glad it shows later. I mean, again, that sounds like some of the things that we've seen where things just don't catch up and they're not showing right. Just like maybe when all the events don't load on a server restart, and you kind of have to wait over the course of like 5 to 10 minutes with a few restarts to get all the events. Honestly, that's what I thought happened yesterday, where I thought we had more events. I thought we should have had more events available to pick from, things to do. I think these org events have been pretty annoying. I know Rev was streaming and posting about a lot of frustration and lackluster events. I mean, I think that's kind of what I'm saying too. But I was restarting thinking, I'm like, there's got to be something, because this is kind of a crap day of things. Okay. There's our ramen. So all of our needs for 39s and higher have now been addressed. Of course, our dailies are done too, so we might as well get those bonuses. So we can pop over to Wolf, hit 38s for the same points as the 39s, which will produce those 40s that we can occasionally get, but other people will be really happy about. Right. I want to get you guys the Twitch link and everything, because I'm going to be wrapping up and move it over to Twitch. We'll do some Marvel Future Rev and stuff like that. So we're going to be changing it around a little bit. Oh, getting my channel link. Oh, there's just, yes, with the ranking events, exactly. That was crap. Is about the main way to say it. That was crap. There you go. Let's see. There you go. I just posted a link to my Twitch channel as well. So I'm going to wrap up here with this live stream. We've completed a big portion of, we got our dailies, we got our Swarm Sunday and anomalous events, and we've maximized on the benefits we can get from punching up for faction hunt. So now I will still punch up when I can, but if we look at 38s and 39s at the same point. So it's like get 38s and you can get a lot of them, get 40s occasionally, but skip the 39s. Now here's that's Terminus. Ah, yeah. We need to put some ships out there. Let's return this one home. Because I need to get something in the Klingon side and work on that. And I will be doing that, but I'll be doing that a little bit offline. And so we're going to be doing that. So go ahead and follow the Twitch link if you would. Drop a follow over there. It's just, honestly, it's just as painless as being on YouTube. And I appreciate people kind of being able to cross over. I stream pretty much every day on Twitch and only a day or two on YouTube. And then I post videos on YouTube, of course. So please like and subscribe over here. Come over and give a free follow on Twitch, and then then you can bounce around. We have some fun mini games that we do over there that integrate with Twitch and things like that. A lot more sound effects, things that you can engage with. So that part is nice too. Anyway, I look forward to that, guys. And so I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'm gonna get on Twitch and start streaming over there. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me, and let's check some stuff out. Come on over to Twitch. We're gonna have some fun. Try out one of the Marvel games, think Marvel Future Revolution, things like that. So anyway, I look forward to hopefully seeing you guys over there. You take care, and CockADoodle do.